Well, we have a little time remaining, and I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about the whole Fyre Festival thing, which is
fire.
It's a tough subject, but
It's not.
I want to know.
Really not.
I only know what I heard on TMZ, so I'm curious of your side of the whole Fyre Festival thing.
My side is just simple, man. I too am a victim. I too was bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray. So that's my side of it. I had an amazing idea to do something out of the box, for festivals. Make it an experience versus just something that you go see a concert or whatever.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do something special. So we had an amazing plan and put together, but it got outshined by greed and people who wanted to do business a little bit of outside the spectrum of what things you normally are done, and so that's what Billy did, and I can't really knock him. I haven't really spoke about this like I'm going to talk about right now,
Sure.
because in my world where I come from, he definitely was a stand-up guy in the sense of he took his fall. He took his shit. You know what I'm saying? He could have, the police, I'm going to just say the feds gave him the opportunity to roll on me. They didn't come pick me up. They came pick him up. And so when they picked him up, he told them, Ja didn't have nothing to do with none of this. I did everything. But what they wanted him to say was, it was this motherfucker, go get him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They gave him the opportunity.
Why? Because bigger story or what? Just
I'm Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? They would love to lock Ja Rule up for the shit.
Fuck.
But the reality of it is he was doing things to fraud the investors to get the money to actually do the shit. And that wasn't my part of the business. And so that's why I didn't get any jail time. I was cleared of all wrongdoing.
Yeah.
But I still, I lost a lot in that. I lost, some reputational value, that it's hard to gain that back. It takes time to gain that back. And then, some money was lost too, because, I had to, settle up some of these situations and some of the people that, so I dealt with it the way it was supposed to be dealt with. And he did not. And, he went to prison. And so I'm glad that chapter's behind me.
Did you have, I'll tell you the worst part of this, or what could be the worst part. If there's somebody, especially a woman, like your woman, who told you, don't do this, don't get involved with this, and you're like, quiet down, I know what I'm doing. She will never, for the next 1,000 years, you will never forget this. They will never let you forget. Did you have one person, management, a woman, a family member, go, don't get involved with this guy?
Billy told me the sandwiches were going to be turkey with no crust on the bread.
Quite the opposite.
Oh, good. Well, at least that's good.
I'm going to tell you why. As an officer of the company, rightfully so, I could have took a salary or, something. I didn't take a fucking dollar.
Oh, wow.
And all of my advisors were like, Ja, you're entitled to some of that money. You can take a salary or whatever. I watched like $40-50 million blow through my fucking account and did not touch a dollar. That's why I didn't get in no trouble either.
Cool. Good for you.
Because once you take the money, they don't really want to hear about you didn't know.
Yeah. Right. 1,000%.
Being stupid is not an excuse for fucking committing crimes. You know what I'm saying? And so the best thing that I did was I didn't need it. I didn't need any money. So it wasn't me being greedy for the money or anything like that. So that was the best thing that I did, was deny to take a salary or anything. I was waiting for the real bucks. Once we done with it and we could go ahead and make the real money.
Do you still have aspirations to do a big festival like that? Because I mean,
absolutely not.
Oh no, that ship sailed. Because I had a small pitch I wanted to email you.
Fucking sunk like the Titanic. I don't want no part of it. But you know why though too? Because I see all of these other things that happen at festivals. One of my guys is Pasquale. He does like EDC and Rolling Loud and shit. And we had a conversation where he's like, Pascal's funny. He's like, Ja, I get sued every fucking year.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's so many things that go on at these festivals.
Dude. Yeah.
And I'm like, for real? And I'm like, I'm thinking you're crushing. He's like, yeah, we're making money, but every year there's some shit. There's this, there's that. He's like, I get sued every fucking year I do these things. And so I get it because I get sued all the time too for all kinds of fucking bullshit. And I'm sure you guys have been through down that road with lawsuits.
If you're successful,
lawsuits.
you get sued.
You get sued.
That's just it.
I got a cruise idea. You, me, Tracy Chapman, Keith Sweat, Adam Carolla, Luke Combs, and Billy Ocean.
Oh, it's got the word ocean right in the title.